Allyship is the act of supporting and advocating for marginalised individuals or groups, including those who are targeted by racism. Let's see more in this section. So allyship is an important aspect of anti-racism. Being an ally means using your privilege to support and advocate for people who are marginalised or oppressed. It means listening to their experiences, amplifying their voices, and taking action to address systemic inequalities. In this section, we will explore what it means to be an ally and how you can use your privilege to support anti-racism efforts. We will also discuss some common pitfalls of allyship and how to avoid them. Anti-racism is the active and ongoing process of challenging and dismantling racist structures, systems, and beliefs. Allyship and anti-racism are closely related concepts that involve taking action to create a more equitable society. Here are some ways that allyship and anti-racism intersect. So both allyship and anti-racism involve educating yourself about the impact of racism and systemic oppression. So this can involve reading books, attending workshops, and seeking out resources to deepen your understanding of some of the issues faced by racialized groups, and listening to amplify marginalized voices. So both allyship and anti-racism involve listening to and amplifying the voices of individuals or groups. So this can involve actively seeking out diverse perspectives and sharing them with others. So both allyship and anti-racism involve advocating for change at the individual, organisational and systemic levels. This can involve supporting policies and initiatives that promote equity and justice and actively challenging discriminatory practices and systems. When talking about allyship, it's important to address some of the common pitfalls. They include performative allyship. So this is when someone claims to be an ally, but their actions do not align with their words. For example, they may post about social justice issues on social media, but not take any real in-person action to support racialized or marginalized communities. So centering yourself is when someone makes a conversation about themselves instead of listening to and supporting the person they're trying to be an ally for. For example, they might say, "I know how you feel," without really knowing how they feel, instead of acknowledging the other person's unique experiences. Ignoring privileges. So this is when someone fails to recognize the ways in which they benefit from systemic inequalities. For example, a white person may not realise they have never been followed around a store because of their race. Not doing the work, so when someone from a white community expects someone from a racialised community to educate them instead of taking the time to educate themselves. So a white person might ask a person of colour to explain racism to them instead of reading a book or taking a course on the subject. And not speaking up. So this is when someone witnesses discrimination or injustice but does not speak up or take action. For example, a person may hear a racist joke and not say anything because they don't want to make things awkward, or they may dismiss it. So by avoiding these common pitfalls and actively working to support racialized or marginalized groups, you can be an effective ally and help create a more equitable setting or environment. When we practice allyship, we can create a fairer and more equitable work setting and society for all individuals of their race and ethnicity. It involves taking an active and ongoing role in promoting change and recognizing that work is essential for creating a better future.